Hello and welcome to our video on how to reduce acid reflux naturally. I'm Dr. Bob Mason, and I'm going to go through and show you some strategies that have helped for tons of patients that I've treated over the last 10 years that have had acid reflux, and also this is one thing that I've suffered from in the past at all as well. And so these are strategies that I've used on myself that have actually worked also. So I'm going to go through and show you some different things. When you think of acid reflux, I mean, it's essentially 1 in 10 Americans suffers from it. Some of these cases get bad enough to where they're diagnosed, not only GERD, but also what's called Barrett's esophagus, which is where the food has come up through your stomach into your esophagus. It starts to, somewhat eat away at the lining of your esophagus. The cells actually change. That's definitely more of a medical type of procedure. Hopefully you're not there right now. This video is set up to help prevent that type of problem from happening. And when you think of acid reflux, I mean, there's conflicting theories on what actually causes it and where it comes from. But what I look at is I look at the pharmaceutical medications that you can take that do alleviate the acid reflux, and we see how they work, and then we try to duplicate that on a natural approach. So, for example, a lot of research shows that having acid reflux, gastric reflux, GERD, things like this, most people think that it's caused from too much stomach acid inside of your body. So there's too much acid. It's eating away. It hurts. It's painful. And what research shows and how these medications work is that's not it at all. It's actually that your body doesn't have enough stomach acid, enough hydrochloric acid inside your stomach. It has a little bit, but not enough to break down the food, and the food just sits in your stomach, and that causes it to rot, and that's where the pain actually comes from. So the way that these medications work is they actually slow down all of the acid pumps inside of your stomach, so now you have no acid. Your stomach somewhat just kind of freaks out, floods the stomach with acid. It starts to produce it on massive scales. It breaks it down, passes the food through, and you feel better. That's how the medications work. So, with that being the case, what we're trying to do is increase the stomach acid naturally so that you're not having to rely on these medications forever. So someone that is experiencing acid reflux, a quick thing that you can do is get an acidic type of food inside of your body, and that will actually make your body produce more stomach acid. So I tell patients to, if you're having it and you notice it, take a teaspoon or two of apple cider vinegar. And what this does is it creates an acidic environment inside your body. Your body recognizes there's not enough stomach acid. It produces more, and that helps take care of the problem. You can take it, before you eat a meal, as well as a preventative, proactive type of thing. It'll burn a little bit whenever you take it, but 30, 45 minutes later, that helps with most people that I see. The brand that I like is it's called Bragg's. You can get it in any natural health food store. And like I said, it works great for a lot of people. But my main goal for most ailments is trying to get rid of the root cause of the problem. And the next two things that I'm going to show you actually show how to do that. So diet is a large player in this realm of acidic and alkaline foods, and the acidic ones are definitely the foods that'll cause this type of problem. And the standard American diet is set up where we're mostly eating acidic foods. If you go by that type of diet, we're eating a lot of acidic foods that actually get stuck in our stomach. Our body doesn't produce enough of this hydrochloric acid, and that a lot of times will cause the problem to come on. So, in terms of how to correct diet, and if you are experiencing like a bout of acid reflux, the acid reflux foods that are on the acidic scale are ones like beef and ice cream, canned fruits, bacon, sugar is huge in this, corn syrup, mayonnaise, soft drinks, pop, things like that are all on this acidic side of the realm that cause acid reflux. And then the alkaline foods are the ones that you think of when you think of healthy foods, like celery and green leafy vegetables and broccoli and cabbage, and those are the ones that are on the alkaline side. So those are the ones that will help prevent this from coming on. So whenever I started to change my diet around, change my acid reflux, I went completely into the green leafy vegetable and substituted meals, that I would normally eat, steak and chicken and things like that, substituted salad, and the problem started to go away. Another tip that I usually have in terms of supplements that you can take are supplementing digestive enzymes, because I realize it's hard to eat natural all the time. So if you're going to eat processed foods, some people will take digestive enzymes, and that helps to push the food through a little bit better, helps to break it down, essentially. I always recommend eating dinner and giving yourself enough time before bedtime, because when you lay down on your back, The opening at the top of your stomach doesn't close completely. It's a partial valve. It doesn't close completely, and food can come up. That can cause acid reflux as well. And then a lot of times what I'll find in my office, being a chiropractor and what I see in terms of treating patients, and a lot of times this is the missing link, is adjusting patients, for maybe a back problem they come in with, but now they notice their acid reflux has gone away as well. And how this works, and people ask me about this all the time, how this works is, chiropractic is built on the paradigm of health where your body is self-healing, self-regulating. It can run itself, it can heal itself. Chiropractic is based on having a healthy nervous system. Yes, nerves will cause pain sometimes if there's pressure on them, but typically the nerves of the stomach come into the lower back, mid-back area, the neck area, and if there's pressure on a nerve, say up here, then your brain can't send the message to your stomach correctly. And it's like having a bad cell phone signal. Like if you had one bar on a cell phone instead of 5, and I'm trying to give you directions to my office or to my house, you'll hear bits and pieces of what I'm trying to say, but you can't hear everything correctly. The same thing happens here. Your brain's trying to tell your stomach to produce enough acid, break the food down properly, and your digestive system doesn't hear all of that because of the bad nerve signal. So we'll see, we open up those nerves, acid reflux starts to diminish in terms of patients that I see. Or sometimes I see patients that I'm adjusting for lower back pain. Lower back pain starts to get better, and then they come in and say, hey, I don't notice acid reflux either. That just shows your body's functioning a lot better. So hopefully you got some great information from this video. Check out my website. We have more information on there. If you have any questions on any of this, feel free to give me a call, and I'd be happy to discuss things with you further. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.